Welcome to another episode of Leon the Legend's Lifestyle. Okay guys, if you were ever interested in running a Tough Mudder, if you were ever curious to know what the obstacles were or how to overcome those obstacles, then stay tuned, this is the video for you. Checked in, you're through the gates, keep hydrated, so they've got hydration stations everywhere, and which is really useful actually in my opinion. And then you get to kind of, originally this was my time slot, this was the 8:45 first mud time slot, and I was a bit late. So I didn't manage to get involved in that particular one, but it did actually turn out to be an advantage for me. Considering that that group left half an hour before us, I was part of the second wave, and as I was only doing this by myself, with not a dedicated partner that I'd arrived with, it meant that later on, throughout the course, I could catch up with people from the previous wave and ask their assistance. So first of all, that's it, we're off now. First of all, watch this guy in the white here. There he is. There he is, this dude. Right, he's ahead of me at this stage, and he's off. Look, he has a little check back, see what I'm doing. He's curious, yeah, because I'm gaining on you, bro, that's why. And it's not even a race, this thing, yeah. I don't know why he's so determined to see what I'm doing. It's supposed to be a collaboration thing, and they make you actually, declare this at the start and take a knee and do a little pledge. But these are the hero walls. In my opinion, not too bad. About just like hopping a garden fence if you've ever done that before. And they got these guys randomly giving out high fives. So this is kilometer 1 of my particular 10k route. 10 kilometers and 20 obstacles is what we're looking at here. And so what I've done is I've tried to speed up some of the running by putting it on a time warp, just to kind of give you an idea of the length without having to actually watch it all. So there's Sam on the bicycle, and as you can see, I've got to this obstacle here, and the guy in the white shirt ran straight through this. This is something that you need 2 people to do, wheelbarrow. When I got there was a 3 doing the wheelbarrow, and I did call to them and ask them, can somebody help me, but they just went off by themselves. So I waited for the guy behind me to come and help me. So I went first, and he'd just run straight there, and you can see how many cracks there are in the dirt here. It was really dry, really dry. I mean, look how arid that conditions are. So there's that 3 in front there. So here we go. So this is my friend here. Well, not really my friend, I just met him on the day. But a bit of free advertising for him. He looks like he's a personal trainer. I actually think he was doing the 5k route. Yeah, I could have spent time getting to know this guy or talk to him or whatever, but the reality is, it's just, I'm trying to run, man. Plus I got this GoPro in my mouth, so everything else is just a bit much after that. So well done, fella. And off we go, continuing the run here. So next obstacle, skid marked. I need to sort that out. Skid marked, it's called. So here the situation is, you've got to get up here any way possible, but it's an overhang, so it's just like climbing on a bouldering route, which is an overhang. So once I saw my guy go up there, I realized what we had to do. So yeah, up you go, no problem, straight over the top, and it is really hot on the other side there, and then you slide down, and hence the reason why it's called skid marked. And so that's it, we're off again. Now hydrophobia. Okay, so first bit of water, and it was needed because it was baking out there, absolutely baking. It must have been about 30 degrees probably. So as I say, luckily I'm catching up to people here, so it means that I get to see what's going on and I don't feel so isolated, because otherwise it would have just been me and nobody else, and it was already pretty lonely enough, But you can see everybody here looking like they're having a good time. The idea is to duck under these rollers. Or they're just markers, I guess, but and that was me throwing over my spare GoPro battery and my house keys, I think. I had them in a plastic bag, but seeing as they're just there, No point. I'd wrapped it actually in a load of cling film and then put it in a plastic bag because I knew I was going to get wet. Sandwich bag, but you know, there was no point if I didn't have to, exposing it to the complete submersion there. So yeah, that's it under the first one. It wasn't even cold, to be honest. It was just refreshing actually, because it was such a hot day, and we left out fairly early in the morning. So yeah, that's it. Out the other side, no real tactics there. You know, if you're scared of water, that could be an issue, and they are offering to hold your hand on the other side and pull you through. But ultimately, as long as you can hold your breath and you know, you'll be absolutely fine. As long as you can hold your breath for, I guess, 3 or 5 seconds, you'll be absolutely fine. But the confidence is there to have a longer breath hold, and if you can swim underwater, great. And off we go again. In between obstacles can vary between, I would say, a kilometer, maybe less, maybe a bit more actually. Some of the later obstacles are really kind of crammed together, so some of these distances you might be running 1500 meters. So yeah, this could be a long one. It's right uphill, feeling the burn, and I've decided to run on the track here because you know, it's easier. So yeah, here's my boy again. Yeah, you know, he's had to give me a piggyback, I've had to give him a piggyback. Quick rehydration, and you know, that's it. 3 kilometers in now, and we've done how many obstacles? 4, maybe 5. But look at my watch here, it said 2 kilometers. So I think they got some of the things wrong here. So people were asking me there, where's the where does the course split? Obviously there. Here we go, Texas Hold'em. So grab your partner, do-si-do. Where are you going to stop? Nobody knows. Now this thing teeter-totters, and you can't do it by yourself. So you need to help. You need to have some help. So I've called in for some help, and this guy's volunteered. Now luckily I did check this online beforehand, so I did kind of know what you had to do. And here we go. Boom. So we have to counterbalance each other as we're wobbling across. And this guy was actually a really good guy. You know, I could have had a lot worse people to be on this with. He had quite a fair bit of coordination, good communication skills, and you know, looked like he was enjoying it. We got across the gap there, no problem. And you can see the other couple behind us. Yay, buddy! Yes, brother. All right, here's where the course splits. 5k is going one way, 10k is going the other way. Which way are we going? 10k, obviously. Let's do this. Running through my local park here. This is where I fly the drone actually sometimes. If you don't see any course markings, you're probably going the wrong way. Yeah. You know, they really did a good job of actually laying this out. 4k in. And we're feeling good, you know, like the night before I did some carb loading. I did a nice little stretching session in the morning. And ate well. That's me putting my headphones on now. I've got these Shocks waterproof headphones, and that was just to give me some motivation because there's no one around, you know. I'm not with anybody, there's no conversations. It's a bit lonely out there sometimes, a bit boring, you know. So I actually don't have much music loaded onto there, so I just have motivational tapes.
Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go.
How great you can be if you don't quit, that kind of stuff, you know.
Where you are is temporary. You will not be there for the rest of your life.
So on. So this is the Black Widow now. So these trapeze lines, I guess you could call them. You know, they're unstable, but you can use your slack lines, I think that's what they're called. But you can use your hands and your feet. And the slack lines here are quite loose. I don't particularly know if there's any rhyme or reason behind it, but either way, you know, if it was a pure slack line, I think we would have had a bit of difficulty, but once you can use the arms as well, no problem. And I guess maybe it would have been a bit harder if there were other people on the course with you, because they would have been vibrating around on the slack lines as well, causing a bit of disturbance. But for me, it was quite breezy. And off we go. I remember saying to those women, look, 5k, we're nearly halfway there. I said, halfway there, look, boom. and I'm feeling good, you know, comfortable. Well, I'm not pushing it, I'm not smashing it. I'm probably running at about 7 kilometers an hour. Yeah, maybe a bit faster. But yeah, so here we go. Next water station, and these guys have Haribo and they have water. Not really an option for me to eat the Haribo. It's only gonna cause additional issues that you might not have factored in. So I would always refuse anything that you've not been accustomed to training with ever while you're on a route or course, while you're on a run or any kind of activity. Just leave it alone. You know, practice first in training, and that includes what you're gonna eat. So pyramid scheme. Ideally, you're gonna need a few people to help you push up and walk on each other's shoulders. Seeing as there was no one around, I just said to the guy, I'm going to go for it. And look, see, he steps back and up I go, boom, halfway up. It's about a 45-degree gradient. No problems really. Nice and smooth, down the other side, boom. And I'm genuinely enjoying this thing right now, you know. We are having fun. We are absolutely having fun. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, on this particular day, I think it was a Saturday. Look at that. Well, I didn't have anyone to follow. And interestingly, remember that guy in the white shirt? We've not seen him again. So I think he probably did the 5K only, or he just ran around the whole route. So without stopping at the obstacles. Or maybe he just smashed it, but he definitely didn't do that wheelbarrow. So, you know, we'll never know. We will never know. Okay, ladder to hell. Well, really, is it? I mean, it's a bit high, and that's perhaps what some people would struggle with if you've got an issue with heights. But the difficulty of climbing this thing, you know, it's marginal. You know, if you do any kind of, it's like walking. Well, it's called the ladder to hell, isn't it? It's just like walking up a ladder. So I guess that the only issue really is the height, and the fact that, yeah, you are completely free hanging on your own abilities. There's no safety net, as it were. Alright, so this one now, the gauntlet, you are probably gonna need some upper body strength. Now this is something that not everybody's gonna be able to do, and it does say that if you fall, just move to the next section. So here we go for us that, you know, are used to these kind of obstacles. You see that guy just jumped down, and I don't think the woman did it. You know, it does require a lot of upper body strength. So so yeah, it's just simple swing across, yeah, ring to ring, and I'm just obviously I'm trying to figure out how to film it at the same time, you know, tweaking the camera angle so that you can actually see what's going on. But yeah, nice, easy like jugs to hold on to there. It gets a little bit different with the doorknobs, but if you, again, like I say, if you do any kind of climbing or bouldering, you shouldn't really have an issue with this. Back onto this huge jugs, and nothing like the campus board, and I've decided to swing off the frame there for fun. Woo! Yeah, boy, do your damn thing. Oh gosh. Oh, the electric eel. Now look, this one was actually a worry for me because of the you see there, electrical hazard. I was not sure about getting shocked here, and I'm not really somebody who's into getting electrocuted. I got electrocuted once as a kid by sticking some wires into the plug socket, and
well, I was. Is this going to be okay in there, the GoPro?
Yeah, your GoPro should be fine. Yeah.
How bad is it?
GoPro at the end.
Nah, I'm getting POV the whole way through.
It's not too bad. You'll feel it.
so the goal is here to get under these nodes, I guess, these electrical nodes, without getting zapped. The guy told me stay low and move fast, so that's exactly what I did. Stay low, move fast. Came out the other side, and I swear I hadn't been touched. I didn't feel anything, and he even said it to me. He said, "Oh, I don't think you got touched there, did you?" I said, "No." He goes, "I think you should go back around and do it again." And I nearly actually did it again, but I thought, nah, forget that. Look, you see, ambulance is right there. Forget that. no chance, no chance. If I manage to get through it without getting zapped, that's my well done. But they do recommend that, well, let's say recommend, if you've got any metal in your body, you have to avoid those. If you've got a pacemaker, obviously avoid the electric ones. It's a no-brainer, really. You don't go getting voluntarily electrocuted when you've got bits of your body that are dependent on an electrical rhythm being sent from an external source. So here we go, the crybaby, like lunges for your lungs. Yeah. Now I didn't know what this was. I didn't know. This was a big error on my part. Yeah. Because first of all, I couldn't. Like, what do you do? Do you go over the top here? Do you have a look? What is this thing? And there's a few fans over there. Oh yeah, you just go in. All right, cool. Yeah, no problem. All right, so just in there, is it? Yep. All right. Well. So in I go. Poke my head in. Jesus, come back out. There's tear gas in there. There's tear gas in there. That's the thing. You know, that is the issue. Look at that stuff. Getting out there, pumping it out. You are like that is actually bothering me. Actually bothering me. I'm trying to not breathe, trying to move, and keep the GoPro in my mouth. Oh, it was tough. Yeah, and a shock as well. You know, I wasn't expecting it. So that's the crybaby done, and I think I'm still feeling quite good. Devil's Beard, and this is where we've caught up with Sam again, who doesn't know this park like I know this park, so she didn't really know how to come and meet me. And there's Simba going crazy because he sees me. Hey, Symbols! You ready for me to go? So this girl here,
Great job for making it this far. Excellent work.
she was doing the warm up with me. So I met her in the warm up, and she's obviously doing the 5K version. And these cargo nets here that you're crawling under, with these boxing bags or sandbags placed on top, it is actually quite challenging to get underneath. So I'm on my hands and knees here crawling, and some people, apparently I didn't see, but Sam said to me, they did stand up and just kind of like power their way through, lifting the bags up as they go. But the issue is that these lines here, these rigid ones, you can't do that. You're going to have to roll underneath. So they are staked down to keep the levels of the cargo net as low as possible to give you work to do. And it's actually quite a long little crawl. I did find that it was quite a long grueling crawl, you know. That's me just adjusting the camera there to hope that you guys can get some decent footage of what it feels like. So now instead of on hands and knees, I've gone to elbows and hips. I think I'm doing a bit more of an army crawl. And again, we've got to one of these staked down rigid lines. So it's lift up onto the elbow and roll underneath for me. And everybody will do it a different way, I'm sure. But this was my way. And bear in mind, I'm leading my pack now, so. But again, I will say that it really, really was a good job that I didn't come in on time and got to start with the second wave, because all this would have just been, well, there would have been nobody there, you know. I'd have been right out in front, maybe, I don't know. I do have to say that one of my friends did win their heat, which was the first one. So look, 1 kilometer to go. That's nothing. Anyone can do this. Now this is when, surprisingly, they cram a lot of obstacles into this final kilometer, and I think that is just so that there is more of a buzz and more of a hype when you get to towards the finish, you know. The music's pumping, the people are having fun, you know. You can see the next lot warming up and that kind of stuff. So here we go. So now I'm having fun. I've even stopped pushing. I don't think that guy was in my heat, but you know, he's passed me anyway. Or maybe he was doing the 5K, who knows. So that's me having a little dance. This is like the Ninja Warrior beat the wall, you know, but just a lot easier. Oh god, a lot easier. Gosh, and if you've done beat the wall like I have, then yeah, I think I probably could have done that without using my hands, just run straight up if I don't know. But here we go, on to the next one. Now, This, perhaps if it was muddier, would have been a lot different. The birth canal, quite a letdown, really. You know, they've got water on top, and I chose the one with the lane with the most water because it means that you have to fight against the water, but there's no mud, so you're not sliding really. And that was, it's not the production's fault, you know, it's just how it was. You know, luck of the draw on the day. You know, do you want to be cold, wet, and miserable, or do you want to be warm and have a dry run? And those ladies there apparently were complaining that nobody helped pick them up from on the Everest. But you know, what can you do? Now, Arctic Enema. I thought this was gonna be freezing. I think that there's supposed to be ice that they put in there. That's me just throwing again my spare battery and my keys to Sam, who's over on the bicycle there. So once you've climbed up the scaffolding, this guy greets you, and there's 3 lanes.
How we doing?
I guess it doesn't matter which one you take.
Clean off, yeah.
Have a bit of banter. But look how filthy that looks, and it stinks. It stinks in there. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, it's rotten. So down we go in your own time. Go straight under. Look, pitch black. Can't see anything from the GoPro. And once you emerge, you should be on the other side of the tires. If not, you'll have to duck under again and then go under the tires. But yeah, that stank. Sam said she could smell it from outside the water. And later, when we met up with that same girl that I was doing the warm up with, she even said, you know, it was awful in terms of the smell. But it wasn't cold and it was fine. Twinkle toes. So we got to be on about 19 now. This got to be obstacle 19. Width, difficulty, probably like just narrower than the beam at gymnastics, probably. Maybe even the same width as the beam. No, probably just a little bit narrower than the beam at gymnastics, but very stable. Look, there you can see it's as wide as my foot. Very stable, and no issues there really. As we round, oh, so that must have been obstacle 18 actually. So here we go. Climbing the cargo net. Look at those guys, man. Great volunteers there, encouraging you all the way. Climbing the cargo net here. Now, I would say difficult to work out really. I've gone for the horizontal method, so that means my feet and my hands are going on the horizontal slats, if you like, of the cargo net. For me, it felt comfortable. Alternate arms, alternate legs, walking up as you would perhaps bear crawl along the floor. Once you get to the top, so now they do have these safety nets, and I'm not sure how efficient they'd be at breaking you fall, but they'd definitely stop you falling straight off the back. As you can see on the way down, I'm using the vertical slats of the cargo net here on the way down with my hands. My feet obviously are still on the horizontals, but I just found it gave my hands a little bit of an easier time finding the position to get to. And as I say, you know, once you're down, you know, it's marginal really as to how much difference that makes, in my opinion. Anyway, so that's it really, you know. We've done them all. If you're scared of heights, that one might be a trouble for you. But this one, again, with the electricity, the final one here, was always a concern for me, you know, and it's just a matter of, okay, cool, just go for it, yeah, go for it. Run as fast as you can. You're going to get shocked. Zap, zap, zap. I put my hands out in front of me to protect my face. And then ended up dropping the GoPro. In fact, one of the screws came out. So I couldn't get that run over the finish line that perhaps I wanted. But, you know, all fun and games. A twig in my hair there, look, having fun, big smiles all round. And that's it, you know. Tough Mudder, first person view. Morden Park, 10 kilometers. And I got my first Tough Mudder headband. And what I didn't realise is that just like Parkrun, they have all different colour headbands based on how many Tough Mudders you've done. So, you know, if you've done 5 or you've done 10 or over 20, look, 20 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus, I don't even know what that black and orange one is, 50 plus probably. So, yeah, you know, look, everyone chilling, big festival vibe. Now it's time to pick up your t-shirt. And I actually haven't tried my t-shirt on actually, now that I think about it. I did pick up a medium, but no idea if that fits. You know, maybe I'll give it away. Maybe I'll give it away. Let me know if you want it. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you want that t-shirt. But what I did have was the water, so thank you very much for that. And now this is something that I'm not 100% sure of. So these guys gave me a drink. Thank you very much. I said to him, yeah, give it to me again, you know, like, here's the company, threefold. We'll give them whatever promotion they need. But then I found out, look, here we go. I'll ask this guy here what the story is.
Oh, it's alcohol. Oh, fucking hell.
See what I mean? It's f***ing alcohol. What are you doing?
Pardon? Yeah.
Yeah, go on then. Wants a photo with me?
Well, in fact, no, I can't. Yeah, sorry.
Nah, actually, nah. I can't. Nah, this is something for me that I'm not. I just don't think that after completing something like that, that the first thing you give me is an alcoholic beverage. And also not telling me that it's alcoholic, because that's not fair. What if I had an issue with alcohol? Or what if for religious reasons I wasn't supposed to be drinking alcohol? Flow your own way, man. And I feel like that's what we did. We did flow our own way. So we had fun, and we're still having fun. And truthfully, a really, really pleasurable experience. Like, I actually enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, I'll probably do another one if they change the obstacles, because you don't want to do the same obstacles. But yeah, definitely I'll do another one. Genuinely felt good after this. Genuinely felt good. This was alright. Well guys, thanks for watching. It has been a pleasure, and please share the video if you think anybody else would be interested in seeing Tough Mudder all 20 obstacles from a first person view with commentary.